I'll call this meeting to order at 6:03. At this time, would you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I will take nominations for the position of chair.
I'll nominate Tim for chair.
Second.
Second by Dawn. Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, I will close nominations at this time. All in favor of Tim Josephson as chair, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you, Tim. I now pronounce you chair of the Mascoma Valley School
couldn't do that
Board
fast.
and turn the meeting over to you.
You can turn the meeting over fast.
I do it very well.
All right. At this time, we'll open nominations for vice chair. Would anyone like to make a motion for that, or a nomination?
Joe Brown.
Dawn would like to nominate Joe. Wait a second.
What? Sorry. Where did I get Brown?
Yeah.
Brown. What is
It's
Brown?
like a tree. It's like a tree.
Thank you. To be fair, I can't see his name tag from over here.
That's fine. I saw Joe Wood. He said Joe Brown.
Oh, I second it.
All right.
Got it. Thank
Do we
you.
have any further nominations for vice chair?
I would like to be vice chair.
Okay. And Brewster nominates himself. Do we have a second for that?
Obviously not.
Okay. All right. So we have Joe nominated for vice chair. Seeing no other nominations at this time, we'll close. And all those in favor of Joe as vice chair, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions?
I abstain.
Okay. Board secretary. Open nominations for board secretary.
I nominate Dawn.
Okay. Do we have a second? Laura will second. Okay. Do we have any other nominations for board secretary? Okay. Seeing none, we will close that. And all those in favor of Dawn as board secretary, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? All right. Great. Thank you. That done. All right. Public comment. Hello, everybody. We will open public comment at the end of the meeting as well. All right. First thing on our agenda here, we have acknowledged. So we have a lot of stuff to get through, paperwork, and there's a concert at 7, so we'll see. Abby, we'll get you out of here. What time do you need to be out of here, Abby?
By 6:30.
6:30? All right. This is 22 minutes. All right.
Oh my gosh, that's
Let's go. All right, first things first here, we have, first things first on our agenda, we have acknowledged receipt of policy BCA and signed policy BCA-R, that's board member ethics. So go ahead, as Amanda has instructed us to, go ahead and sign that and pass your papers forward. Yep, pass them right there.
Wait, do we need a witness or was that?
Amanda will
Amanda
witness
is the witness.
as superintendent, so that's all set there. But yeah, just take a look through these board member ethics. I know most of you are returning members, but for our new members, just take a look through these, understand, just expectations, attend meetings, participate. We don't manage the district, we set broad goals and standards, but you've already done a lot with us,
I
so
think
this is all.
I think I'm pretty.
You're pretty up to date, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's that. But yeah, we have those, and as always, we can always look at those at any time and tweak those as we need. So, all right, March 10th voting results. That is in your packet. That is the signed MS-22 that we just signed as well. So you can take a look and see how the different articles. Ended up at. So, we would really like to thank the voters of the Mascoma District for approving the budget, for supporting us in our open enrollment question. Also, a really big thank you for supporting our teachers negotiated agreement. That passed pretty handily. And all of our capital reserve fund requests were also passed. And also the reaffirmation of our board mission statement, that was also nice to see as well. So. Any questions or discussion on voting results or anything about that? All right. Excellent. Up next is board member indemnification, RSA 31105. So I'm going to read this, and then afterwards, someone will need to make a motion that we indemnify ourselves as described in RSA 31105. See if I can get this on one screen. RSA 31105, indemnification for damages a city, town, county, village district, or precinct, school district, charter public school, school administrative unit, or any other municipal corporation or political subdivision may, by a vote of the governing body, that's us, indemnify and save harmless for loss or damage occurring after said vote any person employed by it and any member or officer of its governing board, administrate harmless for the loss of damage occurring after said vote any person employed by it and any member or officer of its governing board, administrative staff, or agencies, including but not limited to selectmen, school board members, chartered public school trustees, city councilors and aldermen, town and city managers, regional planning commissioners, town and city health officers, overseers of public welfare, and superintendents of schools from personal financial loss and expense, including reasonable legal fees and costs, if any, arising out of any claim, demand, suit, or judgment by reason of negligence or other act resulting in accidental injury to a person or accidental damage to or destruction of property if the indemnified person at the time of the accident resulting in the injury, damage, or destruction was acting in the scope of employment or office. I will make a motion that we indemnify ourselves as the Mascoma Valley Regional School Board.
I'll second.
All right. Any further discussion on that? All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? Next on our agenda is the right to know resources. This is mostly informational, but as a secretary, there is the form for doing non-public meetings. So you are responsible for taking minutes during that. If Kamala is not here, if we decide not to have her in here, or a minutes taker not here. So that is what that is. But yeah, it's a lot of good stuff. Get to know the right to know law. It is very important to what we do, and just assume that any email you send is a public record. So that's that. If I'm glossing over anything, Amanda, that we need to talk about or vote on, let me know. But I don't. I think a lot of this is
you're
pretty
good.
information.
You
Right?
found that report, yeah.
I don't know. Non-public sessions, policy BEC. This is just for you to understand, for everyone to understand. Non-public can occur after we notice a public meeting, and then before that meeting adjourns, we can call a non-public, go into non-public, and do that. There are very specific reasons for doing so. That's that. All right. Flipping around here. Board officers, there's our policy on board officers as well. Advisory committees to the board, policy on that. And as we, go through these, these are last reviews, 2023 or something like that, time comes for us to take a look. Every year as we look at these, if anyone has ideas, bring them up. We'll talk about them on a future meeting. I'll keep flipping around because I don't normally. All right. Wow. All right. We're at DHMC, Alspec Day. Donation of a recliner chair to EVS valued at $1,500.
Are we doing advisory committees?
We have those farther down on the
Oh, okay.
agenda.
Yeah, the policy's there, Joe.
Subcommittees.
Do we need to address it?
Or, yeah, do we have something about advisory committees? Do we need to talk about?
No, I think the policy's just there so you know the regulations. We will do subcommittees, so.
All right.
Yeah, these are
Later.
different than subcommittees. Because advisory committees are ones that we can call to, when we did the master plan, we had an advisory committee for that. We did advisory committees on other, wellness committee is technically an advisory committee, I think. So, just so everyone's aware. All right, back to the DHMC APD donation of the recliner chair. Anything? We have your letter in the packet here. Amanda, do you have any more information on this?
So I thought when
donation?
we first got this, I was like, wow, a recliner, because that's what I heard it as. I didn't realize it was a medical recliner.
Oh.
So yes, if you're like, wow,
Like a
we
lazy
put
boy.
lazy boys in the classrooms. No, we're not. This is a medical
We're really
recliner.
progressive out here.
That would have been. Not sure it would be fire code proof.
I thought it was
but,
for
yeah.
story time in the library or something like that.
Is it
No.
for the nurse's office?
So it is for the nurse's
Okay.
office.
Okay,
So this
okay.
is in the nurse's office at EDS.
Okay, and it is like a medical recliner
It's a
chair.
medical chair.
Okay, and they had an extra one. That's really nice. That's very, very, very sweet of them. Excellent. Do we have to accept that because it's over 1,000? Or I thought you could accept. Yeah, we should accept that. So,
Motion to accept
thank you.
$1,500 recliner from DHMC.
Is it new?
Or is it like a?
The letter says that
Yeah.
they got one, so it's technically used, but it sounds lightly used.
Okay.
They have an additional one that does not work well with their geriatric population in the medical surgery unit, so.
I don't think it's brand new, but it's not.
But
it's
they're
not
like that.
elite.
They're like that material that's like, you know, like that plastic wipe down,
Yeah,
Sterile.
sterilizing material.
all up to fire code, all that.
And I'm sure if the nurse at EVS would not want it, they would have said, I'm sure they're aware of this by now, right?
Oh, yes.
So they
Yes,
want,
they're aware.
yeah, okay, so they're okay with whatever condition it would be in.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we know that, DHMC and APD are hopefully good partners. They've been good partners in the past. All right. And do we have a second? Who seconded?
I'll second.
We use it.
All right, Joe seconds. All right, further discussion? All right, all those in favor of accepting the donation signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions. The medical recliner chair. I want to make sure
Medical,
that
thank
that is still noted in the minutes that it is a medical
Twice.
device.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's in there.
All right, we've already signed it, but next on our agenda is the approval of the 2026 MS-22 appropriations as voted. I will entertain a motion for that, to approve the MS-22.
Make that motion.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, further discussions on that. This is just saying, this is how much we had in our budget, and this is what we're doing for our budget, and this is what we voted on, and this is what voters said, so that's what that is. Any further discussion? All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Abstentions. All right, up next on our agenda, we are jumping right into audit, RFP bids. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, it's good. Reimbursement for nationals request. I have that?
You do not have any information on that because nothing has been submitted yet.
Okay,
But if you'll remember last year, we had Barnaby Dean, a thrower,
Oh, yeah.
go to qualify for nationals for outdoor track, I believe.
Yep.
This year, we had Georgia Condi qualify as a thrower for indoor track. So she did go to nationals, which were located in Boston this year.
Okay.
Barnaby was in, I think, Chicago or Philadelphia, somewhere like
Oh, yeah.
that. But we would like approval of the board to reimburse, some parents took Georgia, just as parents took Barnaby. We would like the board to reimburse the cost of some travel, probably mileage, maybe hotel rooms and meals is what we reimburse the deans for.
okay.
So the deans were $1,500 approximately last year. I don't think that Georgia's expenses will be there, but if you would approve an amount up to $1,500, I think that would be safe.
Okay. What line can we pull this from, do you think? At least the school board line for the meeting. The very
We're
least.
looking at what we did last year. Michelle's
Yeah,
gonna
because I know we found a place for it.
Yeah.
But someone can make that motion.
I'll make a motion that we reimburse the Condis for travels to Boston, hotel, et cetera, up to $1,500.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Second.
All right.
Came from the academic travel.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, any further discussion on that? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions. All right, up next we have our audit firm. We are putting out an RFP for our auditor for next year, or because our current ones are retiring. So this is the steps we have to do to get going with that. And so this would be starting in our 2027 year, so starting July of 2027, correct?
That's the year he'll audit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because we're going to work with our current auditor for one more year,
Yep.
and then these guys will whoever we award will take over next, so. All right, so you see in your packet here, we put out an RFP, we had 2 bids come in, one from Plodzik and Sanderson out of Concord, and one from CBiz CPAs PC out of Merrimack. The recommendation here is to go with Plodzik and Sanderson, as they are significantly less per year, coming in at about half the price, so. And you feel confident with their abilities to do that sort of thing? And
I did, yeah. I spoke with him personally.
Okay. All right. Entertain a motion for a bid award.
I'll make a motion to accept Bosnick and Sanderson's bid of $120,085 for a 5-year bid.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
All right. Any further discussion on this?
I will say that it was a rating process. Multiple people rated both proposals, and they scored very closely, I would say, Michelle. But the difference, I felt that the Plotzik, because I was one of the raters, just had a little more of a personal touch and was just going to be a little more attentive from what they, presented to us. So I did like that piece. We've had a very, very good relationship with Roberge. They're very attentive to us. If we have questions, they help out. They've been great with Michelle's, first couple of years in pulling audit material together. So I wanted to continue with that piece. I didn't necessarily want the district to jump into a large organization that,
We're one of
does
the lot.
a large number of audits.
Yeah, that's for sure. Do we know anyone, or do you know anyone that uses Plotzik offhand? I was just curious if you knew of any other districts.
I think Lebanon uses them.
Listed so, I know the town of Lebanon does, this
Okay.
district might as well.
That might be where I've seen it.
Yeah.
The name, that you don't forget it.
Yeah.
All right, any further questions or discussion? All right. Motion on the floor is to award the bid to Plotzik and Sanderson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? All right, up next, we have our breakfast and lunch rates for 2026 to the 2027 school year. You can see that our current prices are there, and we are going up just a smidge, 15 cents on each to bring elementary lunch to $3, middle and high school to $3.25, up from the $2.85 and $3.10 they're currently at. This does keep our adult prices at a higher rate. We did raise those a couple years ago, and reduced instead of the same, but yeah.
You'll see breakfast also went up, that was the
Oh, breakfast, that's right. Oh, yeah, full price breakfast, sorry, I
important
missed that.
one that she wanted to.
All right, so breakfast went up by 20 cents and lunch went up by 15, so still a really good deal. Okay. I will entertain a motion to accept the proposed price list as presented. Okay.
Who was first?
What? Scott, did you motion?
But I think we're about the same now.
Okay, well, one of you would like to
Make a
motion?
motion, I'll second.
And you'll-
Got it.
All right, there we
Scott
go.
and Laura.
All right, any further discussion on this?
So yeah, I'll just talk about the net loss you'll see at the bottom.
Yeah.
So with our current prices, Whitson's proposed, they gave me their budget because we have to do our
Yep.
RFP renewal this year, and the net loss was, you can see, a little over 17,000. This is the proposed prices increase for them, to have a net loss of 4,700, which you clearly see is a huge difference. She said our breakfast was very, very low compared to other, that was the one she was the most concerned about.
Oh, cheapest, a lot cheaper?
Yeah, and the PLE tool that I do does support this.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still below what the PLE tool is telling us we could go up to, but this is a comfortable increase.
I think so too. Looking at this, that way an elementary school kid can eat
Yeah.
breakfast and lunch for under $5, and a high school just over $5, high school, middle schooler, so. And we give them a lot of other food too. All right, any further questions on these? All right, all those in favor of approving the school breakfast and lunch prices as presented for 2026, 2027, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, abstentions. All right. Up next, policy JFBC, participation by EFA program students for the second reading. We brought this from last time, so this is for second reading and adoption.
So Tim,
Yes.
the board did request that we had some input from Will Phillips. We are still waiting for that,
Okay.
so I would recommend that
Want
we
table?
table this
Sure.
policy at this time.
Okay, that was what we had left it at, so let's table this policy for now, and we'll pick this up next time. All right, coming up next is, I would like to make a motion that we reorder our agenda and put the student representative report next. If anyone has any objection to that?
No.
Okay. All right, Abby, go ahead, I know you gotta get to your concert, I said I'd get you out of here, all right, so here we go.
Okay, sports, track, baseball, and softball, they began practicing. Boys basketball finished the season as D3 runner-up with overtime 55-57. girls basketball lost in the preliminary round, but so even though they didn't make the playoffs last year, just making the playoffs this year was a nice accomplishment. Wrestling had Jackson Butterfield take third and Katie Wilson take fourth at the D3 state meet, and girls had Layla Hatch and Aubrey Megabeachy both finished in third. Indoor track, Georgia won D2 state champion in shot put and placed third at the New England meet, and she, I think, placed 5th in Boston.
That's, I think, what my daughter told me.
And
Yeah.
Barnaby Dean took 2nd in shot put at D2 state meet and 7th in New England meet. Boys ice hockey did not make the playoffs, but girls ice hockey ended up making it to the quarterfinals, but lost 2-1 to Hanover, their rival. Ski jumping, Mascoma took 4th this year, and Timmy Torville took 5th as an individual.
It's awesome.
And he earned a selection to the Eastern Division Junior National Team and a trip to Colorado to compete on the national stage. For arts, music, we have a concert tonight at 7. It's combined high school and middle school. And also the music department had 2 band students perform in the pit. One of them was me. The other one was Barnaby Dean.
You guys sounded great.
For the art department, Mew or Mel McNamara, she won top honor for her art in the Ava Hart High School.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Silas Jadkowski, August Abbott, and Storm Bunsen have their photos at the Enfield Public Library in the teen room through the end of April. And August Storm and Audrey Weber are representing Mascoma at the Congressional Art Competition through Mackie Goodlander's office in Concord. And the Writers in Art Club have completed the Royal Review, which is now at the printers. Student Council, the Winter Carnival went well thanks to your planning, and their new quarterly awards format was successful. NHS had a wonderful faculty breakfast, and we're planning another elementary reading day. Interact ushered for the Wizard of Oz and baked cookies for the blood drive, and now we're working on selecting students to assist with Rise Against Hunger. Theater, the show was a hit, full house all 3 nights. Pup stole the show. Okay,
That's
origami, we're accumulating origami, collected about 1,100 creations, which is great, and we've made origami hearts to donate for Valentine's Day. For Destination Imagination, the high school team placed 2nd and is headed to states this weekend, and the elementary team placed 3rd. Quiz Bowl, our episode of Granite State Challenge has aired, and we're wrapping up the season and have 1 more meet this year. For other schools, CES has been focusing on teamwork. They're trying to fill a bulletin board with gold stickers. And they celebrated Read Across America with an all-school read and STEM room they created for 2 days. They also had Wear Your Favorite Color Day, Bright Out Day, and Tuesday Wear Green Day. And they're prepping for SAS in 3rd and 4th. In EVS, they had an initiative about recycling, and it's green. March 17th was their Green Out Day, and everyone will be wearing green.
Cool. All right. Questions for Gabby?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say that the musical was amazing. I heard rave reviews up and down from everybody. It's such a talented class that they have, so big shoes to fill, and it was really cool. And I saw a video of the motion capture. Somebody, like, they did all that motion capture for the face was him actually talking and, like, capturing his face, and, like, they designed all the software to, like, do that. And I saw a video, like, kid showed me. They should promote that, like, figure it out, because that is some cool stuff. So very neat, very nice. So thank you, Abby.
Breakaways.
All right,
You.
we'll try to
Not really,
wrap up.
because you had to hurt me, but yes.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled agenda. Subcommittees. So we have our subcommittee list. Where are those? There they are. Finance and facilities. So that is on the first Wednesday of the month at 1. Do you still want to do that with me?
Oh,
Finance and facilities, you, Richard.
suppose.
All right. Would anyone else like to do finance and facilities with us?
I'll stay on it.
You'll stay on with us?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Diane.
So Brewster, Tim, and Diane,
Sure.
okay?
So we work on the audit, the budget, CIP, contractor services, facilities review, finance review, manifest, we sign the manifest, transportation stuff, workplace safety stuff. Budget committee rep, I'll do that again. Do you want to be the alternate for it this time?
Sure,
We probably
I
did
have
it
no idea
anyway.
how it works.
Well, you sit in my
I can
chair.
learn something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You sit on the
sure,
other side of the chair.
Yeah, I'll be glad to,
All right.
do
That'll work. If, are people okay with that? I didn't
Yeah.
want to presume,
Fine.
but, okay.
I don't
But,
want to steal your thunder, Joe, if you were really enjoying that.
yeah,
No, it's fine.
so we're good. No, you're
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
Well, we open it up to all school members anyway. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
somebody
No, I'm
being
fine
there
with it.
officially. We don't have any voting power anymor anyway, so it's mostly just to be there.
It's mostly just a note.
To have a spot there, so, yeah, just to annoy the chair, that's all. EIC, so which one of you would like to be on EIC?
I will do it again.
You want to stay on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't say on that one, that one's really hard.
It's a hard time for you?
It's in the middle of the day.
Okay.
I'm happy to slide into Kathy's
You can do that?
spot.
Okay, great. Who else, is anyone else free on the third Thursday of the month at 2?
That's tough for me.
I'm looking to see, yeah, I don't think I have a regular work meeting on the third Thursday of the month. Yeah, I could do that. What's the third Thursday? Yeah, that was the third Thursday.
We do have the option for a Zoom.
Oh, no, I do
That
have
helps.
the third Thursday.
Anybody?
Maybe. You can pencil me in on that. If no one else is available, yeah, I mean, can we change it to a different Thursday of the month? Like the second Thursday of the month?
It actually might be better to change it to the second, if
Oh.
that's okay. Because often the third Thursday falls on vacation, so we
Yeah.
have to change it anyway.
Mm.
So if
Does
that's
that matter?
okay with
Okay.
Diane
No.
and Scott, I don't
Yeah, it
think that's
doesn't
an issue
matter.
for
Okay,
April.
yeah, I have a standing NHDOT.
So second Thursday?
Me taking advantage of self-employment, so.
That's helpful, thank you. Yeah, that would be great, the second Thursday of the month.
Okay.
So that'll start up in April. All right, Hartford Career Tech Center rep.
I'll do it.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have kids there anyway,
Oh,
so
good. All
I
right.
know the operational side of it already.
Excellent, excellent. NHSBA Representative Delegate, Diane, would you like to continue to do that again?
Sure.
All right, you did great at that. And it does take a couple rounds of like getting used to how that works and
Yeah.
stuff like that, so. We don't have any negotiations for this round, do we?
do
So
not.
we can leave that blank for now, I suppose.
No, you usually fill it in.
Oh, yeah, we can fill it in.
I'll nominate myself for that. That's an easy one.
Okay,
You
all
gotta
right,
be-
personnel, I'll do that
You have to
too.
put somebody in there.
Yep,
Kathleen was the third member that did.
Kathleen was.
I'll
yeah.
do it.
You'll do it, Joe? All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right, joint loss management, that's just quarterly, so it's only 4, and that's on the like accidents, like when employees have accidents and people get hurt and stuff, so. That's usually like, what, 3:30 in the afternoon,
2:30.
or 2:30 at the end of the school day? Who did we have on that this time?
Brewster.
Brewster. Do you want to do that again?
No,
Nope, okay,
well, thank you.
all right. Can you do a Zoom option for that?
It's really kind of tricky to do
No,
that one.
you can't
Zoom.
because it's too much.
You gotta see it.
It's too much
I
stuff
can
on
do
it.
that one.
You can do that one?
Yeah.
That would be great.
That way I'll get
Too
over
Thank
it.
you.
Too much
Exactly.
sensitive stuff.
That makes sense.
Communications is at night.
All right, Professional Development Committee.
I'll stay on
You
that.
stay on that? Excellent. Thank you.
You missed co-curricular.
Co-curricular.
I'll be on that.
You do that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else would like to be on co-curricular?
We just had Dawn last time.
Just, oh, that's right, 'cause we have other people on that one. That's like wellness, so.
Yep.
Yep. All right, Communications.
I'll stay on that.
You'll stay on that?
I'll stay on that.
And you'll stay on that? And who was on that now? Laura, were you on that?
No, I wasn't
Diane,
on
you're
Diane, you're on
that.
that?
But,
All right.
Diane's done quite a bit.
What did you do?
yeah, somebody else can.
Joe, you gotta stay on that one. Yeah.
What did you do for the?
So Diane, you'll stay on Communications?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
Did you do
That was just on.
It was me and Joe will stay on communication.
You and Joe stay on Communications?
Yeah.
Anyone else able to do Communications?
That's at night, Scott.
It
I can-
switches with co-curricular.
That's all
I can do that.
asked, actually.
If we need, I don't have anything going on. Just-
They're fun meeting.
Yeah, Communications and Tech, that's good stuff. Craig gets in. That's good. And then Wellness Committee, I've been, you'll do that? You can do that?
That's like low responsibility.
What's going on? They do meet like 3:30 in the afternoon, but there's a Zoom option and it's multiple
good.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
How
that
long
okay?
does it go for,
Laura.
like an hour?
Tops,
Okay.
maybe
Maybe.
half an hour, quick. Yeah, not bad. So, all right. Do we get everything, what do you think? I think we got everything. Good deal. All right. Board meeting calendars, the next thing on our agenda. You'll see your the draft here. It starts in July, so as you can see, we are opting to take the second, or the what would normally be our first meeting in July, the second Tuesday in July. We're taking that off after a long school year, and then we'll meet twice, or actually technically 3 times between. So we'll meet on Tuesday the 28th. We'll meet on Tuesday August 11th. Then we'll have district opening with staff, and then regular board meeting will be the day before school starts. Usually it's the first day of school, but now it'll be the day before school starts. And then you can see all the other ones here. We have budget committee meetings listed here, regular board meetings with our regular hopeful agendas, some deadlines for deliberative, etc., things like that. So I will make a motion that we approve this 2026-2027 board meetings as presented.
Second.
I have a question.
Sure. Well, who seconded first?
Scott or I, whoever's
Alright.
name is faster.
Yes, Joe has a question.
So is this, do I see that both Tuesday, December 22nd and Tuesday, February 23rd are on breaks?
Yeah, you'll see that there are
Yeah.
3 that are highlighted, so we would like, and by we, that's Martha, and I would like to know if the board would like to hold those meetings, so you'll see 3, one over the holiday break,
Yep.
one over February break, and then the Sunday, June 6th, I don't believe that we will have senior night, awards night. I think those have moved to Mondays. We're waiting for confirmation from the high school.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have as many. Last time we had like it overlapped with Thanksgiving and Christmas break and other things. But yeah, I think the we can just do one big meeting on December 8th, and then December 22nd not hold a meeting because you won't have school that time. And then as far as February 23rd,
I
that
wouldn't
is
mind doing like one meeting, like can we move it up? So
yeah,
that it's like
Split the difference.
split the difference?
or move
So-
it back to March 2nd.
Yeah, or move it to March 2nd.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing like 2 weeks in a row,
Yeah.
but the vacation time is
Yeah.
for just having young kids.
Oh, yeah.
Not being able to go somewhere would be helpful.
Yeah, I thought this year we did a really good job of prepping, putting everything in that first February meeting, and I
Yeah.
didn't have any issue,
Okay.
with just having that one meeting.
If you feel okay with doing that for February 9th of 2027, that's fine. I mean, I guess we could always, if you get to it closer, we could always call a meeting for March 2nd if we felt like we needed to.
Sure.
But-
Yeah, it's not a big hiring season, it's not
Yeah.
there's not a ton there, so as long as we're prepared and we can get the business done
Yeah.
at that first meeting in
Yeah.
February.
Is there any, is there a specific number that as a statute that we have to have? Okay, all right.
Not at all. Yeah, right? No, in some districts, just don't meet at all during the summer. Like, they might
Yeah.
meet the end of June and then come back in September.
That's why they're
So.
$1.2 million in the red.
Exactly right. All right, any further discussion on these? So we will strike the December 22nd meeting and front load the December 8th meeting, and same thing with the February 23rd, we'll front load February 9th, so.
And then what about June 6th?
Senior award nights, I guess we
Week on the
can,
high school?
we can keep that penciled in as such, and then we can readopt this later when they get a final date, if that works.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty easy. All right. Any
Is
further?
that usually when we do the retreat? Is that same night as the senior awards
We've
night?
done that in the
I
past.
feel like we've done that.
Yeah, we have done the Sunday retreat and then backed it with the senior awards.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. we
But
have
not
done that.
last year, because last year was
On
mine.
Monday night.
That's right, So, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's a good point. All right, anything else? All right. All those in favor of approving the calendar as presented with those modifications signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, abstentions. Okay, next thing we have on here, deliberative session dates. I make a motion that we set our deliberative session for the 2026-2027 school year, as our next deliberative session, as January 30th, 2027. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. This locks us in on the calendar and lets us let the state know when we're going to do it. Any further discussion on that?
You gotta have a snow date, which is the week after,
Yep.
but you gotta have that in there too.
All right, then I modify my motion to include the snow date. It was just on the calendar here. Hang
week afterwards.
Yeah. It was Monday, February 1st, deliberative session, snow date. So my motion, yeah, I modify my motion to add the snow date of Monday, February 1st. Is that good with you, Joe?
Second.
All right. Or, yeah, you seconded that. Yeah. All right.
Why is it on a Monday?
Because it can be. It doesn't have to be a Saturday.
It was
That's how it was set up this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, the snow date is usually
Huh?
on Monday.
What's that?
The snow date is usually on a Monday.
Oh, all right, I'll make sure it's snowing that day, day before that.
Good.
I'll make sure we get,
Get a good foot and a half,
yeah, it'll be a 2-hour delay.
if only.
Perfect, if I don't have
Hey,
to
it
call
still
it.
counts.
That's right. Yeah, let the moderator call that. All right. Anything else on that through the deliberative session next time? All right. All those in favor of January 30th, 2027 with the snow date of February 1st signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions. All right. Next thing on here, school board member directory update. You just all checked your info, contact info. That stuff is not published on the web except for your name and email address.
Public on the web.
What?
In the packet.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll remove that from the packet, so, once that's.
It is subject to the right to know law, so if someone does request it,
Yeah.
we do have to release it.
Right,
Yeah.
but we're just not putting it on our
We don't, we don't
website.
have to on the web.
You don't have to.
For
make
people
it.
to
Yes,
stalk us
that.
now.
Yeah, that would be nice. All right, school board photo, we can do that, or we can, if you all promise to show up next time, we can get one with Abby. Oh, she was dressed in.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we need to
She's
get.
very
Let's get up there. All right. We'll do it next time.
I can drag her back in. Upper
Technically.
Better hurry up, because she's gonna have a performance.
She's gonna get on stage
They
shortly.
go on last.
Might have to get her.
All right. Okay, next thing on our agenda, we have some minutes to approve from January 31st, which was at our deliberative session. That was our quick one to adopt change our vote on the warrant article. And then we have from February 10th, regular and non-public, public and non-public. Do I have a motion for this?
I'll make a motion to accept the public minutes from January 31st, public minutes from February 10th, and non-public minutes from February 10th. As
Second.
written.
Okay. Any comments, questions, concerns on the one from January 31st? All right. Anything on the public ones from February 10th? I didn't see anything jump out at me. Everything looked great. And how about non-public from the 10th? Anything on that? Any
No.
corrections? Okay. All right, all those in favor of approving the public minutes from January 31st and February 10th, and the non-public from February 10th, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, abstentions.
Abstain.
You abstain and abstain, so 2 abstentions. Thank you. All right, student representative report, we already did that. So budget committee, January 31st, that is well, we know how the budget did, the budget passed. But in your packet, you have the budget committee minutes from the, which we call it deliberative session. So you can check that out as well. EIC. So, our chair is no longer on this committee. It's no longer on the board. So, as you can see, let's see here. Dawn, did you want to talk about this?
No, because I had to dip out of that meeting.
Oh, yeah, does it bother me?
Okay,
Diane,
I,
you? Oh,
Sure.
Diane.
Oh, there you are,
so,
right here.
yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
we talked about dress code,
Okay.
as you can see, and, April gave a really good presentation. We had pictures and everything that denoted, what sleeveless versus, sleeve meant and so forth, and, so, that seemed to go well. We, talked about valedictorian, salutatorian, and although at one point it was talked about whether we should kind of do away with that, we're not at that point yet, because we're still in a district where people kind of expect it. And it gives the information about, how it is evaluated and so forth, and we talked about students who may come in at a different point in their year, so whether if they came in as a senior, for example, they couldn't, and they had the highest GPA, they couldn't be valedictorian or salutatorian because they needed to have enough semesters here. And
I had a question on that, because I always thought it was 2 years, like you had to have been there since the beginning of your junior year, but seeing it's only 2 full semesters, so someone could move here halfway through their junior year, get 2 semesters worth of high grades, and then be the valedictorian. That's how I read that. Is that?
I gotta look up the policy, because
Yeah.
I believed it was 2 years too, technically.
Okay, I mean, this is why we read it. So.
it might have been a typo there, maybe?
It could have been, we'll look.
Oh, maybe she's looking at it. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
And yeah, and basically that was the gist of our meeting.
Cool. All right. Any discussion on that?
Why would you get rid of it?
Well, some schools are doing away with it, and just doing like a top 10, and then like letting students decide who they want to have speak. Some of it has to do with like the competition around it, and some schools can get very cutthroat, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, there's a lot around like ranking kids, like,
Yeah.
and
What, is it, how do they know?
They know. Those kids know.
I mean, truthfully, well, not to me, I don't care, I'm the old man in the whole group, so, but we used to have, I had a class president
Yep.
at speak.
Oh, yeah, they
And that was when it spoke.
Oh yeah, we have everybody, like the class president speaks,
Yeah.
the salutatorian, valedictorian, class secretary. You know,
I would
all that.
keep that,
Yeah. Well, that's where we're going to keep it for now. So.
yeah.
So I will say too that this year the students did ask Principal Fleming if she would allow for a student, like if the students voted for someone, for that person to also speak. So not a student rep, because that
No.
sounds like it's an elected position,
Mhm.
but for, someone in the class to speak, even though they didn't hit one of the typical markers of a typical speaker for graduation, but to still allow that. So Tina will be adding a speaker.
Okay.
That's what we did years ago for us.
The kids requested that,
Yeah.
so.
That seems fair if that's what the,
Yep.
the
I
student
mean,
body has requested.
You've had years where, in Mascoma, where it came right down to the last
The last
marking
exam.
period. Yeah, and it was, almost a tie, and, sometimes you get 2 of them, they're like
Yeah.
that close.
but I also like think about the students who like work really hard and like get really excellent grades, and they did take AP classes, and I think it means a lot on your
Yeah.
college application.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would think that, I would hope that they could kind of reap the
mean,
rewards
yeah.
of all their hard work.
And some colleges give special scholarships if you're hit one of those things.
Yeah, and if you had 2 that came in second place, the tie, you give them both the second.
Right. And actually, that's a good point. It just says if there's a tie, and I think we may want to revise the policy and ask Tina, like, how many decimal points to go to, because kids will go as many decimal points as they need to get that edge, whether it's 7 or 8. If you just say, we go to 3 decimal points, you know what I'm saying? Just like, that might be a way to
That's a good
kind of
point.
put all right, you're all tied. All 3 of you are exactly the same.
Yeah, I know one student one year, when I've been on the board, that knew they were in first place and they didn't want to speak.
Mhm.
So they made sure they got down to number 2,
Aw.
all right? So they
Yeah,
were,
but number 2 speaks.
they didn't want to
Yeah,
speak.
they do.
Don't blame them. You don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
who wants to
overhead.
speak in front of all of us,
right?
right?
All right, that sounds good
Yeah.
for EIC. Anything else for EIC?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right, finance facilities, we met on March 5th. We talked about the deep cleaning that they did in the buildings over February break, and they just completely sanitized everything. Everything that anybody would possibly touch with their hands, it was sanitized. So he just went crazy with that. Talked about water hog mats and just different ways, places and entryways to prevent slips and falls. We got approved for those safety grants that we had been looking for the locking mechanisms on the interior of buildings in 2 schools. With it was CES and IRS this year, and Enfield in the high school next year, or
Over the summer.
over the
so-
summer, I mean? Yeah. So we'll get those reimbursed, so that's really great. Matt was able to, he did some professional development with his team, which is really cool for his facilities and custodial team, which is, they've never really been able to do that. So they learned a lot of really good best practices stuff. So they took a class on locks, so that's really, really great. Really building a good team here. A little bit going on at IRS with a circulator pump, but they were able to get it going. getting his stuff lined up for summer work, already talking about hiring student workers. We're going to be doing some freshening up in the CES gym. They are working at the hallway ceiling in the high school over April break. And so yeah, talk a little more PD, and then the IRS pump has been taken care of and the boilers are running great. Talked about IRS fields and upgrading the CES gym to storage spaces and what that might look like. Repairing the banners here as well. Talked about auditors. Budget did pass. Talked about negative lunch balance. We're up to 94.65. That was as of March 5th, and we are on March 24th, so I'm sure that's much higher now.
Was that after when our very generous donor asked for a total? Have we?
We will update him at the end of the year, which is what he requested us to give him, correct? Like, that's what I took out of that meeting, was for him to tell us how much it was going to be at the end of the year, or how much, but he knows he can contact us then too, so we'll see.
I can take it out of Tim's budget.
But I will say that letters are mailed home to all families, and anyone who has over $100 in charges gets a return receipt. So we're going to look into how much it would cost if we just paid for breakfast flat out. So butlers, we're still going to talk to them. We have one late bus route that week. So talk to driver's ed is going really well with the company that we have working in here. We also did talk about the back door being locked for basketball games, which someone brought up here. They did end up emailing Amanda or Tina about that. And so we talked about that and safety issues around that. So one point of entry for safety and control to people entering the building at night is really important. So we talked about the doors that are used for teams and that are locked when they're in the building. Talked about because of the snow and weather and stuff, those aren't as well equipped to take wet feet out of the back door than they are in the front door as well. So. But this is only the first year that the back door has been unlocked, but we will definitely take her feedback into consideration. So, anything else for finance and facilities? All right. Joint loss management committee. You can see the minutes in your agenda here. Had some recommendations and other things about safety. So, furniture replacement cycle once a month. So, all right. Any questions on joint loss or anything on that, Amanda, that you want to
No,
report?
it's a fairly simple meeting. We just look at the workers' comp
Yep.
injuries or workers' injuries and look for trainings that we potentially could implement. But we did not find any there, just some reminders that need to be followed by the staff.
Okay. All right. Up next, Amanda, is your superintendent report.
You do have my written report in your packet. First, I'll start out with a congratulations to EDS. They were named one of the top 5 schools, specifically number 2 in the state of New Hampshire for 3rd grade reading scores when compared to socioeconomic status, which basically means poverty, right? So your poverty rate compared to your reading scores for 3rd graders. We are doing very, very well over there. Jamie and I have gone on tour. We talked to Senator Hassan's office about the great things that are happening there. Don't laugh, Scott, I go on tour often. And then we also did an interview with the magazine, The 74. So that's the national magazine that put out this article. And we did another interview with them specifically, once again, about the great things that are happening at EDS. And really how we're pulling those proficiency scores up. We're hoping, we offered, both Hassan's office and the 74 to come in and do photo shoot and a deeper interview with us. So we're really hoping that one of them will take us up on it. And if that happens, we will invite the governor's office and, the Department of Education and, anyone else in public office that would like to come.
Okay.
Hiring is in full swing. You'll see this today. We have quite a few transfers to be approved. We've got a few hiring positions to be approved by you all. But if anybody's interested, we keep refreshing and updating the open positions on the website. I will say that it is a different market than it has been. I would say that most schools in our surrounding area, probably with the exception of Hanover and Lebanon, are riffing staff, right? There's been removal of staff. Plainfield has cut staff. Fall Mountain has cut staff. Claremont has cut staff. Newport has cut staff. So you're starting to see a little bit of a change in the market for teachers and, paraprofessionals and other school staff members. So very appreciative that the voters did approve our budget. We worked very, very hard to make sure that the budget gave our kids what we need, but wasn't overbearing, and I think the public realized that, so we do appreciate that. Even with that 26% increase in health insurance, right? That was a huge thing to overcome. And as we start to already think about what the budget will look like for FY28, right, Michelle? It'll be 28. 28, and we start to look at positions here at the high school. We continue to hold steady at the elementary schools and now at the middle schools, with the large bubble classes having gone, running steady at 35 to 40 kindergartners at both EBS and CES, and that matriculating into the middle school and then the high school. So the high school enrollment will continue to drop, looking at potentially becoming a D4 school. Steve said that we could not do that now for another 2 years.
Okay.
But I am a firm believer in we should play at the level where our school falls, right? I believe there's plenty of good competition at D4, right? I believe in that. So we'll continue to work on that. The Galapagos trip, things we are watching very carefully. As of right now, it's still a level 2, same as it was when Tim and I sent kids 2 years ago, and Tim and I are sending kids again.
We're sending our own children this time.
Our own children,
Putting our own
yes,
children
it's
this
even
time.
more skin in the game for us.
I do know
And my
that
money.
there was some general advisory put out today,
Okay.
so just as that's something to consider.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for all travel.
All
international
international travel.
Yeah.
For Americans.
My
You know.
child is flying home from Zimbabwe as we speak.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So there is that. And I cannot say enough great things about the Wizard of Oz. I read this report before it happened.
You know the star, so.
I don't even know that she could even be the star because everything was so great. Tim was at all three. I was at all three. Laura made what?
You were all 3.
Oh,
No?
I thought you
You
were at
just
least
went
at
one.
2. You only did once.
Yeah, it was good.
I
It was
thought
so
it
good.
It was so
It
good.
was so
We
good.
had little ones with us, and it was way past their bedtime.
Oh,
They
okay.
stayed up, and they loved it.
I saw a
Yes.
lot of little ones at the
So
end of the
good.
night, which was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was great. So kudos
Packed
for
house.
that. But it is unfortunate. We are going to graduate so many of those kids. So many of those kids. So
That's right.
it will be hard. There'll
That's
be
right.
some shoes. It'll be a rebuilding year.
For sure.
Not only in
For
sports
sure.
and drama.
For sure. Yeah, this is the biggest. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the biggest class that we have in the entire district, and we've been watching this class kind of move through the grades. And so this is that bubble that we're talking about. The sophomore class is also a little bit big, right?
Okay.
The freshman.
Yes.
Freshman
yes.
class is a little bit on the bigger side,
Yeah.
but not nearly as big as this
How
one.
big
This
is this
one.
class?
I don't know what you'll see for graduation.
They've always been around 110.
Yes,
Wow.
they were over 100, but I don't think we'll graduate that many. Like some have fallen off and
Yeah.
chosen homeschool or another pathway. So hopefully there'll be 90.
Wow, that's still.
Boy, I hope it doesn't rain on graduation.
Right.
It
Yeah.
won't be good in the auditorium.
I don't want to put 90 kids on the stage.
It will be tough.
That'll be tricky.
Build a wall.
That'll be tricky.
Yeah, good things happening here in the district.
That's for sure.
Amanda, who was number 1, in the,
The school ranking.
Lebanon, Mount Lab?
Mount
Not
Lebanon
Yellow Creek
something?
School. Mount Lab was number
Oh.
3 or 4, because they were also interviewed.
Yeah.
Swansea School, Swain?
Swansea?
Swansea School. I don't remember number 1.
Was
Those
it
are
like up
3.
north, like in Sugar Hill or something like that?
I don't remember.
Something, yeah.
I'll find out.
it
though.
doesn't
Just
matter.
out of curiosity. Jamie wanted that spot, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure.
But this means they beat Hanover then.
Well, it's compared to poverty rate,
Oh,
Yeah.
so.
For what you were projected to do, so. All
Still
right.
probably.
Anything else for Amanda for superintendent's report?
I'm not gonna go, if you, and you gotta wait 2 years, but you don't wanna go down to that because it's gonna cost you a bundle of travel.
Oh, the travel? Yeah, that is something to consider.
Travel is, take your lumps and just move on,
Yeah,
that's all.
I don't know, we go to Berlin as it is now.
that's
But you're
true.
not going to Berlin.
We do.
We do now.
You just got canceled for spring game, Berlin, unless they're not playing.
Well, in general,
Well, track will go up there and, yeah,
basketball was up there.
basketball.
Well, something to consider. I'm sure it'll be a long thought-out process. It won't just be a knee-jerk.
Well,
I'm
it's
sure.
good that we have
Yeah.
time to
Yeah, I'm
evaluate that.
planning
Who
ahead.
knows, maybe some housing will come and like, we'll get some people.
Well, you
Yeah.
got kids that might be, you know, you got
Yeah.
your development, you gotta get development.
That's right.
That's the, you know, you go in valleys,
Yep.
you know, you got 2
Maybe
years in a
some
row, the
Danbury
football
kids
team,
will come.
football team's in the championship, I mean, they could be in the championship next year, maybe.
All right. All right. Next up, we got our agenda is Business Administrator's Report. You see the written report here. Michelle, anything else you would like to add or talk about?
No, you've got my report, you've got the financials for February. I mean, I know we talked about the budget, the teacher contract passing. With the contract passing comes new healthcare plans. So we've been working on getting those rates together.
Good.
And they can present little handouts for teachers. Patty's gonna have one-on-ones with teachers if they have questions on the new plans. Open enrollment will be coming up soon. Contracts will be going out. Other than that, thank you for signing the MS-22. I will upload that. It's my last
How much
DRA upload.
All right.
Budget stuff, and everything's in.
That's back to on to the next budget.
Are you guys gonna do
We
any
got-
like promotion of the opt-out option for the healthcare for the teachers?
I think
Because I feel like
that's
that's-
the unions.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's more, yeah,
Starting
more
July
the
1st,
blue area.
we will see.
So,
The other, oh, go ahead, sorry.
well, so we're not close to, when we get close to, in June, you'll know what we got left over,
Yes.
right?
Closer to May, yeah.
Yeah.
Once we shut off
May and
Rex and ordering.
close to June, yeah.
All right. Up next, okay. And anything else for Michelle? All right. Agenda items for next meeting. We'll have committee reports, handbooks for the elementary school and the middle and high school, and the athletic handbook. You're gonna have, they're gonna have them all ready by then. All right. Good deal. Professional staff and SAU staff nominations. So those are big packet of nominations, and then general assurances. Public comment. Oh, or member of the public, he left. I was like, oh, maybe he left some comment. All right, looks like we do have non-public for Article B and C, tuition waiver and what's the other thing?
Hiring.
Hiring, that's the thing, yeah.
Do you want to do the nomination sheet?
Oh, yeah, it was on after, but we can do this now.
Oh, we already did it before. Do you do whatever you want?
All right,
What did we do?
that's true. All right, you have appeared nominations, so personnel resignations nominations on the blue sheet, so usually it's a green sheet, but blue.
We're out of green paper.
We're out of green paper, that's okay.
We're
We're saving money using blue.
with colored paper.
So we have some transfers, a whole bunch of transfers, some renewals. I'm assuming Jim Lorenz for the spring drama was because we combined the two of them, but we did not.
It was a
Oversight.
mistake on our part,
Yeah.
oversight. We just did not nominate him earlier.
Yep.
So here he is before you know it. Jim did work on the play.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I saw him at the pit, and I think he was
Yeah.
definitely involved. Those middle schoolers don't wrangle themselves. That's what they do not. All right, we got Seth here as AV Club, excellent.
Who's Ryan Romero?
So great
Oh,
question.
yeah.
So Ryan is currently the Dean of Students over at IRS, and he will be the new principal, or he is the candidate for the new principalship at CES.
Yeah.
Staff is very happy.
How old is he? Is he
Who's the one
younger?
above?
I don't
He's
know, but
He's a young guy.
Yeah.
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 He's very capable. He
He's
taught
very
at
cool.
He's,
EBS
yeah,
prior.
he's really lovely. He
Yeah.
really is.
He taught at EBS, what, 4th grade prior?
Yes.
Before he went to.
That's right, he was a 4th grade teacher, that's right. And he's coached soccer in the district.
Boys varsity
Boys
soccer.
varsity, yeah, because he played in college, and so he was excited to get involved in that. So he's been really involved in our community for a long time. So yeah, I encourage you to go out and meet him and congratulate him and stuff, and that sort of thing. Assuming we all approved it, no one said nothing to. So, all right. Any other comments on any of these other stuff?
Sure, you'll also see Camel Gunn listed on there.
Yeah.
She will be
Hey.
Martha. She will be the new
She's gonna take
admin
it from Martha.
assistant.
Oh my gosh, can we please just change the job title to the new Martha?
Yeah.
Right on your business card.
Yeah.
Now,
No, Wrangler of Amanda.
yeah, right. Well, now I worry how Craig's gonna keep things straight, because if you're
Yeah, it's
leaving
probably for
here.
Craig, not me.
Yeah, it's Craig's problem
I know.
now, I guess.
You still gonna do this?
Oh, yeah.
Minutes taken,
I
yeah?
like this.
Okay, well, thank you.
Well, I'm asking you, I mean,
All right,
You'll also see that Allison Parika is listed on this.
yes.
The NEC program, or the NEC program up at, that runs our alternative program for kids at the Indian River School, is unable to provide us with a lead teacher. So we've dissolved that program, or will not be renewing it. We'll be posting to try to get a teacher, a special educator to come in and run that program. The paras are already our paras that we have trained, so we will keep them. Still working with the kids. But in part of that, we're going to use Allison Parika. She is a certified BCBA, and she will be overarching for the entire district. So she runs right now just the program at Canaan, the alternative program at Canaan. She will be overseeing that program along with the middle school program. And if we're able to put together a program at EBS, she'll be overseeing that too.
All right. Good deal. We got some custodial people moving around, so that's cool. Excellent. All right. Anything else? Any other questions on here?
So what happened with the family and consumer science teacher leaving? Did you get a
I believe we have one applicant, so we will do that. We also do have an applicant for the, I can't call it wood shop, but that's what it is.
Yeah,
So-
industrial arts.
The industrial arts.
Oh, good,
or
'cause we posted those
technology,
already.
Whatever. So we do have a couple applicants,
Oh,
so
good.
Tina will be doing interviews
Okay.
for those.
And I'm sure we, Ryan is obviously the best candidate as you put forward, but how much was the response to that position?
We had 3 applicants.
Okay. Not bad. All right.
drew them out of the hat.
All right, anything else on any of these transfers, renewals, nominations, retirements, resignations? All right. All those in favor of accepting the nominations and resignations, retirements as presented, signify by saying aye.
Tim,
Oh.
I didn't hear anybody do a motion.
Oh, sorry, somebody please make a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the nominations, notification sheet as printed.
Thank you.
Second.
All right, there we go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, all those in favor of the nominations and resignations, retirements as presented, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, abstentions.
You play the tape.
All right. Up next, we have non-public. So we'll do non-public, entertain a motion to go into non-public.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right, no second. So now we have to go around and say, I have to say your name and you say yes. Joe?
Yes.
Brewster?
Mm-hmm.
Tim? Yes. Scott?
Yes.
Diane?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Laura? All right, we are in non-public. All right.